Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac. Today we're going to talk about Aprilia's test in Misano. Now, for Maverick and Aleix, it was an okay test. Aleix did have a bit of a bad news story during a crashing, breaking his finger, and you know, it's not the best of times to be having those little accidents, you know, that may affect him for the next race coming up in Aragon. I don't think it'll affect him too much, but it's definitely not ideal to be in a championship fight and nursing small injuries. But there's a couple of things that Aprilia are working on. So the first one is that Maverick has a different frame to Aleix. Now, there's not a massive difference in the frame. It's actually more of a weight saving exercise than anything else. Now, Aleix did try it during the weekend in Misano, and I believe he did try it again over the Misano test, and he quite liked it. Now, is that he quite liked it because Maverick was beating him with it, or was it that he actually quite liked it? I am not 100% sure, but I definitely do know that the rigidity and the flex in the frame is the exact same. It is just a weight saving. The other thing with Aprilia is that they're not really working on changing the engine for next year, but they are looking for more acceleration, or thrust as they call it, from that engine without changing the engine internals itself. So that is definitely, in my view, down to mapping and also, you know, how they get the electronics working with the bike getting out of the corner. But it was, in my view, one of the old school tests that you would have years ago, where they were trying different configurations of stuff that they already had between the two race riders. They've also come out and said something very interesting, and I'm not sure is it going to be a problem. They're saying it's not a big deal, but they have now identified that there is very different needs between Aleix Espargaro and Maverick Viñales, and what I mean is development needs. So realistically, I do believe they're going to have a core bike, but it's going to be developed off differently to suit each rider. So each rider is getting a fair crack at the whip, and I think it will be very, very interesting in 2023. You know, if Maverick has a good end to 2022, how the team dynamic will change for the 2023 season. However, I still do believe right now that there is a pecking order within the team, and you know, I do believe Salvadori tests things first. I do believe Maverick then race proves them, and then they go to Aleix's bike, which does make sense. He's fighting for the championship. You know, he can't be testing experimental parts and have them break and cause a DNF. So it definitely does make sense, but it'll be interesting to see how Maverick goes for the rest of the year. You know, he is getting the parts, I say, one step before Aleix, and he seems to be performing well compared to Aleix in the past couple of Grand Prix. I know there's injuries, but it'll just be definitely interesting for me to see, or for everyone to see, what happens for 2023. But I'd definitely love to know your thoughts of what you thought of Aprilia's test. What do you think of them having to go to different development ways to ensure that both riders get the maximum out of the bike? Do you think, being such a small factory, they could do it? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. I just want to take a minute to also thank you for watching my videos and the support that you've shown so far. If you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me if you did. I'm starting this channel realistically so that we can all enjoy MotoGP together, with the aim of streaming a live video when the GP races are on.